Jacob.
Ange, ladies and gentlemen.
Ange, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Match reaction. Tottenham versus Manchester City. It's only Manchester City, I will be told. It's just the kids. It's just the, it's only the, it's only the, it's only just the, it's just, it's only the, it's just the only the, it's just, it's only, it's only just, it's only about to just, it's who, and all this sound like the Mambo number 5 of excuses that they will come up with when Tottenham won and they're going to be upset about it. And you know what? Cry more. When Tottenham win, you know what it feels like? I don't even know if I have adequate a clip, but the closest thing I could tell you when it comes to Tottenham Hotspur winning any match, really, they're going to say, oh, it's just a Carabao Cup. Yeah, well, Tottenham won. Come. Every single time. And you know what? I already know the pre-made excuses have been, oh, and we'll probably win this, but it doesn't change my opinion on Ainge. It doesn't make me feel differently about this. Doesn't make yada yada. They're gonna have everything that they want to say, and let them say what they want. But you know what I'm gonna say? You got to talk to me nicely. We are on to the next round, and the draw's already happened. So we're playing Manchester United at home. We did get one of the tougher draws, but you know what? Like with City, you got to be the best. No, in order to be the best, you must beat the best. And I'll tell you one thing that I'm sorry, not sorry about, and that's enjoying and celebrating and smiling and having a great time after a Tottenham Hotspur victory. I will never say sorry about it. And if I do say sorry, no, it's very tongue-in-cheek or finger in butt. I don't know the phrase.
I'm really, really, really sorry. I didn't realise that it was... I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing? It's not a funny situation. You're supposed to be apologising.
I'm not.
It's not a funny situation, is what they'll tell you. We got lucky. It was just the kids. Pep didn't care. They probably happy to go out. It's going to be XYZ and a whole new alphabet, an alphabet you didn't even know existed. They'll create it because, like I said, the goalposts have been looking like salamanders lately. The goalposts that have continually been moved and continue to shift, and they have this ebb and this flow. And, you know, it just reminds me of like those movies where they're like, whoa, man, I'm tripping on acid and the goalposts are just doing this. You know what I'm saying? They're not really standing still. There's an ebb and flow to the goalpost to Ainge Postecoglou, and you know what? Such is life, I suppose. But let's say hello to the chat before I keep talking shit. Like I said, I had a call-in show. I ain't afraid to talk about Ainge, and even more so today after a victory like that, because you know what? Talk to me very, very nicely today, and that's why I'm just gonna enjoy this. Just gonna soak it up like a fucking piece of candy, just soaking it in my mouth, sugary rush all over my tongue, filling my palate with whatever biochemicals are in the fucking candy that they put in America these days. But hey, it tastes so sweet, so who gives a fuck? Big up Nova. We did it, lads. Oh, yes, we did indeed, but don't say it too loudly or too proudly. No smiling, no laughing, no enjoyment, do not be happy that we won. Fifth Elemento, like number 1, big up to you. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam to you, Royale. The draw is about to start. Yes, it's Manchester United. United. G-Man, good win. Now bring forth the mighty hordes of wretched complaining vermin to awash the great and almighty social media with negativity. Oh, and speaking of negativity, my headphone died as I was saying that because for some reason my electronics are very much allergic to negative vibes. So I'll tell you that much. There we go. Solved the issue there. Yeah, man. Big up G-Man. You enjoy it. You're allowed to enjoy it while, I smile, feel great on a match day when we win. Let those who don't enjoy wins feel how, it's interesting because I hopped on the football tear straight after the match, and some of the shit that the rival fans were saying in the chat was some of the shit that I'm sure that they are saying right now, which is those aforementioned Pep didn't want to win it. It's just the kids. They didn't care about the team didn't care about it. We got lucky. They should have won. They should have scored. Because I said that we dominated the match and people were like, no, we didn't. We only had 28% or whatever possession and City should have won by more. Yeah, we should have too. There should have been 5 extra goals that we scored and we didn't, but we did enough to win. And you know what? On the given day, that's fine by me because our players looked stiff in moments, like they had just, like they're tired, like their legs are worn out from all the matches they've been playing. But obviously the real downside of today is Mickey Van de Veen, and I hope we find out the extent of what that might be. But that is, that don't feel good. I'll be honest, that one don't feel good. But we can only assess as we move on, huh? Big up Tottenham Ranger, but it was just City's kids. It was just the kids. Mikey Moore's not a kid. Archie Gray's not a kid. Only Rico Lewis is considered a kid. You know what's crazy is like James McAtee, they call him a kid, and he's fucking 22 years old. There you go. He's 22 years old. But they say he's a kid. All right. Who else did they have that were kids? Huh? I've never heard of Nico Riley. Oh. He's older than Archie Gray. He is older than Archie Gray. Rico Lewis, how old is he? He's 19 as well. So, yeah, I mean, I would say they're kids. Rico Lewis is a kid. O'Reilly is a kid. McAtee is not a kid. Yes, he once was, but he's 22 years old. If he commits a crime, he's going to big boy prison, and they ain't nice. I just started the series Oz, and it's fucked up, all right? So if he went to prison or he commits a crime, he's getting tried as a fucking adult. He's not a kid no more, James McAtee. So as far as I can see, 1, Nico Riley, and 2, Rico Lewis. Outside of that, that starting 11 looks like pretty, you would imagine Erling Haaland is in there, and then like is Jack Grealish hurt? Who would they have on the bench? They could have brought on Haaland, but they didn't. Kanji, Ederson. Like they brought on Bernardo Silva and Kovacic and Vardiol. Those aren't kids. This guy, Simpson Pussy is a crazy name, but Jemai Simpson Pussy is the first time I've ever seen this guy. But big up to Jemai Simpson Pussy. I don't know how old he is, but this guy, his birthday's coming up. He's about to turn 19. Mr. Simpson Pussy himself is about to turn 19 years old. So on November 4th, and I turn 34 on November 1st, this Friday. So tomorrow on Halloween, I might do a little like Halloween / birthday chill sesh. Because on my birthday, I'm just going to be chilling with my family. May my wife take the day off, and then we're just going to hang out and do shit, play Mario Kart, shit like that, enjoy ourselves. And yeah, but my birthday's coming up, and so is Jemai Simpson Pussy. And, I'm really glad that he made a fact of like, no, this is my full last name. It's fully going to be on my shirt. And I loved it. If he, enters career mode on FIFA, I might just purchase him for the name alone. Jacob Wright, he's a dickhead. He had a couple good shots, but outside of that, like, what's up? What's up? They pulled up on us. We pulled up. We got Richarlison, Timo Werner, Mikey Moore, Ben Davies played. Like, it's crazy, huh? Crazy times at Tottenham Hotspur. So they played the kids, and we played not our strongest 11, but, you know, some would say close to. And then guess what? Van de Ven got hurt. Timo got hurt. Looks like it was his penis. I don't know. Hello, Jay Kill. Enjoyed that win. Could have made it more comfortable. Yes, we could have. Absolutely. Could have made it more comfortable. Big up Davies. Wham, wham. Ainge out. I didn't want to win. I support this club because we're the best. Wham, wham every time. See, Connor, big up Connor every single time. Wham, wham to you, my friend. Wham, wham's around. You know what? While I run through the chat, let's just play the song, huh? Shall we? There you go. Wham, wham. Wham, wham. Told you we'd win 2-1. Big up Fifth Elemental. You called it, my friend. How dare my club win? Ainge out. Last thing I wanted was a win. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy too. They're saying Ainge out if we lose this at halftime. That's what was said. Ainge out. Yeah. Hit the like button. Big up LFC Aaron. Big up AMG Gooner. Click so one time. Richie and Werner are the worst. We need new signings there, please. Yes, we do. There's about 4 goals that they could have scored in excess to what we did score. So, you know, that was tough. You know, they could have scored more. But hey, we won. So fuck it at the end of the day. Legaldinho. Hello, Legaldinho. Ainge. Yes, Ainge, everybody. Let's go. I'm scared, Jacob. What are you scared of? The boogeyman or the fact that we won? And oh, sneaky link, huh? Sneaky link. Just beat the best team in the world. Ainge out. Big up Luke. Ainge out every single time. We won a match, but the energy remains the same.
What the fuck was that about, huh? What's up, you fat pig? What, you don't see where you're fucking going?
I wasn't even driving.
Don't shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of bacon.
Why'd I get picked up?
Every single time. Big up Lenny Mac. I watched 5. Yeah. I don't watch Car Crash TV, Lenny Mac, so I couldn't tell you what's wrong with that. I don't watch it personally, but some people enjoy that kind of shit. Teach their own. Big up The Perfect Match. Big up Jacob. Much love. Much love, Kate and Jimbo, every single time. I'm sure you know how naive Ainge is for sure as well. Such a naive bastard he is. Oh, when the Spurs go March again, come on, Donovan, talk to me nicely. This is all building up to a final or two and easily top 4. I don't know about easily top 4. That's kind of crazy. I think top 6 is where I've always estimated us, and I've wanted us to do. I mean, if we can get to a fucking final and win that motherfucker, oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how nice it would be? Oh my God.
All right, mate.
All right, mate. Spursy. Now off to the bench. Oh, you Kate. Okay, now you're not talking to me nicely, AMG. Stratton Karlberg. Richie was good. He just missed the finish, like his touch passing along that edge, and loves the energy. You know, there was a lot of things he did good, but there was the parts where, as a forward, I'm hoping you do the best at, and it was the finishing. He had a very easy chance that he could have fucking just passed it into the far corner, near corner. The keeper was in the middle of it. And he just shot it right at him. That bothers me, but we move. We won. It's all fine. Did you see the Chelsea scoreline? Was it 2-0? But again, who gives a fuck, because Tottenham are on to the next. Win is a win, bro. We are marching. We are absolutely marching. You already know. The draw's rigged. It might be. Mount Everest, come on. Where's Ainge out? They're probably saying it's just City. Wham, wham. Let them. I'd prefer that over Liverpool or Arsenal, but unless we get to the final, it's unnecessary games for our schedule. Well, Shamu, I don't know how to reply to that. But big up, Shamu. Big up Just a Harmless Potato. Hope you were well. Just the kids, DB. Don't you be happy. It was just the kids. It was just Pep. He doesn't care. Wham Wham City didn't even want to win. Wham Wham. So many wham whams, and I understand. You fucking piece of bacon. What takeaways did you think about the game? Positive, negatives. I'm going to star this, Cam Shanks. Big up to you. And I'm going to return to it because great question. And I like to star a great question so I don't lose out. Wham, wham's the Jacob trademark. Come on now. I ain't trademarked it. It's free use. But if you're from the streets, you know where it came from. J Mac, Jacob, I need some help, bro. We beat in a top 10 side, but it wasn't their first 11. Is it okay to celebrate the win? Guidance with this problem would be appreciated. J Mac, what I would say is do what your heart tells you to do. If you want to cry that we beat Man City, the best team in the world or the best team in England, then by all means, you're allowed to cry about it. But you know what it looks like to me? That's not Superman mentality. That's this kind of.
Oh shit. That's the real super. Let me see. Hell no. I'm talking about. Oh yeah.
I love that video. That's a good one. Where are we at? Hit that like button. Come on now. Pep out. Yes, Pep out. He lost to a bozo, naive fool. Who can believe that shitty Crystal Palace team beat Aston Villa? Questions need to be asked. Yes. Shamu says, where's David Shear? I can text him. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure where he is. Only negatives are injuries and fatigue. We took it serious. Strong win. Big up Morler. You were absolutely right. Injuries, fatigue. I think Aston Villa is going to be a fucking... it's going to be a shit show because of how tired we are, and but we move. Big ups to poor bro. The YouTube chat wasn't appearing for me like 10 minutes. Anywho, come on, you Spurs. Knew we'd get the job done. Jeff, man, Pep out. Werner did score, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Timo Werner did successfully score. This is true. What a finish. Fantastic. Brennan Johnson with a cheeky little fuck you kind of pass. Found Kulu in perfect stride. Kulu, I mean, I don't know if you could have placed that pass better than what Kulu did. And Dominic Solanke looked like he was trying to get to it. But I feel like the whole time I knew he was trying to pass it to Timo. Give Timo a chance early. Let him score. Fucking hell. He took it right on that boot. Bam. First timed it. I didn't think it was going in. I'll be so honest. But we move. Should have had a 5-1 win. Could have. Coulda, woulda, should have. Is it fair to say Ainge outcoached Pep tonight? Well, you know, that's what they said about Glasner. Oh, I love me some Glasner. I love me a bit of that Glasner, is what they're all saying, right? Yeah. Well, he made it through to the next round, so maybe he made it further than Pep, so maybe there's some truth to it. Donovan, this man and his clips best in the business. Thank you so much, Donovan, for becoming a sponsor tonight. Well, technically you're a sponsor every day. But there's only one way to really respond to the wah-wah, and it's to laugh at it. It's to joke about it, because if not, it'll drive you crazy. So, Donovan, just for you, I've got another clip, about probably what the Spurs fans on YouTube, what are y'all saying over there in the Spurs of Fear over there?
I'm just a fucking kid, and I got a big ass head. I'm always crying, I'm Caillou. I cry every fucking day when I don't get my way. Would you like to play? Cause I'm Caillou. I don't give a fuck about what you say. So mommy.
Very nice. I like that we got that clip sent in. The production levels are going up here on United Spurs of America. That looks like a strong side to me. Does look like a strong side to me. I'll be so honest. I'm blaming Ainge for Van de Veen's injury and the missed chances by Richie, etc. Ainge out. A wham. Yes, blame Ainge. They're probably that's a good one, J Mac. I didn't think about that. They're definitely going to blame Ainge for Van de Veen getting hurt. Maybe they'll say that he's also at fault for Timo getting hurt. I don't know. Radu's agent getting his chance. Fuck Radu's agent, man. That dude's a dickhead. They miss chances too. It is what it is. We all miss chances. And you know what happens at the end of the day? The cookie crumbles. And that's the way, I like it. McAtee is older than Sarr, but he's a kid. They played the kids, Tottenham Ranger. City fielded man-child. A bunch of man children out there. You know, when I saw the City lineup, I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, wow, they kind of went with a strong lineup too. But you know what? I guess it don't matter when you got Ainge Postecoglou, huh?
Walk, spin. Let me see when you walk. 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 Let me see when you step. Show them people how you step.
Yeah, show the people how you step. Ainge Postecoglou, talk to me. Rico Lewis is England international. He's a kid. He's just a child, though. They filled it just kids. Soaking in the dub, digesting the facts and analysis later. Coy's up to lily whites. Well, the facts are 2-1 win. We're on to the next round. Facts are Ainge outclassed Pep Guardiola today. Let's run with that. Just like we ran with the, if you didn't show up at this allotted time, then you're scared to debate me, which no one showed up. There was zero update. Yesterday I did, hey, anyone who's Ainge out, please come on to the show. Call in, kept posting the link. There was people in the chat being like, wah, Ainge probably going to do, it doesn't matter if we beat City. We'll probably beat City and Aston Villa, wah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Come on to the panel and talk about this. Not one. But apparently Ainge, the only people who called in were like rivals saying that I don't know why Spurs fans are so upset with Ainge. And then, a couple Spurs fans saying that they like Ainge. So it's weird. It's strange times here at Tottenham Hotspur fandom universe, isn't it? McAtee's the same age as Dragusin. No, he's a child, Cam. Dragusin's a grown man, but McAtee's he's just a little kid. Be nice to McAtee. All right. Nunez. Oh, he's just a kid too. Rico Lewis is one of the best youngsters in the game. That's true. Simpson Pussy, Shamu. His name is Simpson Pussy. Did we already went over this? No, I'll just leave that up just for everybody to see. Oh, they put ... That's not nice. There it is. Can I zoom it in more? Oh shit, I can't. Oh, it fucked it up. Sorry. Shamu, I was trying to show you the last name. I hope you can see it. You know what? We'll just go ahead and click on their player profile because I think that'll just make it easier for everybody. Jamai Simpson Pussy. It was the name. Not going to lie, I was looking forward to Daddy Davies Holland matchup. I was not looking forward to it, and we didn't have to do it. So that's very, very nice. Simpson Pussy's fantastic name. Do not try and dish on Simpson Pussy, first and foremost. And secondly, and second most, we have a guest. SDFC Benny. Who is this? You're a mod. What was your name before? Football discourse is full of low-hanging fruit merchant clowns. I do agree with this to a large extent because a lot of football discourse is a lot of that bullshit. But what's not bullshit is we've got a guest, and this dude's last name is Simpson Pussy. It's fantastic. If I was a City fan, I would have already bought a pussy immediately. Imagine being a City fan about, hey, I'm supporting the youngsters. And more power to it all. And we've got a guest. Is he ready to go? He looked like he was running through a jungle earlier, but here he is, live and direct. We got Paul.
Hey! Hey, how you going, big fella?
You're not happy, are you?
No, of course not. It's only Man City's B team. Who cares? No, man, we're in the last 8. Brilliant.
Well, we do have United next at home. And at home, we look pretty good. But look, what did you think of Jamai Simpson Pussy?
He didn't do much, did he?
I think it was actually, they said it was his first match ever. So big up to him. Yeah, well there you go.
Him.
How you doing, Paul? How you feeling?
I'm very happy,
are you
man.
Smiling? If you are, fuck
yeah,
you.
Man.
How about that?
I mean, it was nerve-wracking, wasn't it? It was a good. I enjoyed the game. I thought it was a fun game to watch. And
how dare you? How dare
sorry,
you?
Man. I'm sorry, man.
You telling me you had a good time watching that?
I've got such a lack of ambition, Jacob. I know.
Clearly you don't know anything about football. Oh yeah, fans like you. Yeah, that's right. It's fans like you, Paul, is the reason why. There we go. I forgot about the wham. Well, not the overall sentiment of wham, but more or less. But Paul.
Timo time. It's Timo time.
Hey, I was about to say, I'm checking my watch.
Suck his German dick, you fucker. Get down on your knees.
Well, no, thank you. Firstly, and then secondly, I would say also, if he had scored the 75% of the chances we made for him, he would have had a hat trick. So,
yeah, well,
I feel like 10 minutes of Timo is always, that's enough for that. And Yet again, he doesn't come off the pitch until he's injured, and it's kind of crazy. But he scored a goal, and it was a fantastic first-time hit.
Brilliant.
I didn't think it was going in, just like Sarr's fantastic goal. I didn't think it was going in either.
Like,
Both of those, I was like, oh, shit. That's very nice.
Goal, man. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Well, talk to me first about Timo. We checked the watches. It's Timo time, Paul.
Yeah,
what did you make of his performance overall? For me, I'm very happy he got the goal. He seemed confident enough to continue to try. The chances were falling into his lap, and he continued to try, and then he showed us a lot more of what we've seen from him. But what was your take on him?
Well, no, I thought he had a decent enough game, and I'm really happy he got a goal. And, you know, his head hasn't gone down. He's tried. You know, it's a bit iffy what he ends up doing sometimes, but he's giving it a go. He's not doing like Eric Dyer, you know, old school, you know, Gio Lo Celso sort of stuff. He's trying, and it's good goal. And there's some other good stuff he did as well, you know. So I'm pretty happy for him.
Yeah. But aside from happiness for him, do you think that this could lead to anything for do you think that he could go through like a Brennan Johnson style form?
Well, that's what I hope, man. Whether he will or not, who knows, man? Who knows? But a goal's good, and it was an important goal. You know. So I'd like him to come good, but maybe we didn't get a really good winger just so we didn't want to block the path for Mikey Moore, something like that. I don't know. Who had a pretty quiet game. He didn't get much of the ball when he came on, but it wasn't that sort of game when he came on, really, was it? So Man City had a lot of possession, but it was futile possession, you know. I was actually surprised.
He scores when he wants. Timo Werner. He scores when he wants. Oh, come on, Potato. Can't wait. Maybe they'll clip that and be like, look at these fools singing idiots. Timo Werner. Timo Werner.
They can all crawl off for a bit now, can't they? We beat Villa on the weekend, and there we go. Because it was getting feral, man. You know, every time we lose a game, it just gets outrageous out there in the Spurs sphere. I'm fed up with it, but I'm glad we had a win.
Oh, you said it gets outrageous. Actually, breaking news. I've got live feed of what it's like out there, even though we won. Yeah, well, it still looks like a bunch of shit getting thrown around in the city to me.
I predicted we'll win, and we didn't.
I told you we'd win. I told you.
There's no need to be happy.
I love how I told you so, right? When it's like, I told you we'd win. Did you? Did you really? It feels good, huh? It feels good to say that. You got one up on who exactly? Who'd you get?
Some invisible scales in the sky somewhere. I haven't seen them.
Because Paul, if I'm not mistaken, every time you've given a prediction, you predict a win. Therefore, every time we won, I guess in the last 11 games, you've been right, what, 8 times?
Yeah.
And they've been right.
I was wrong about last night's game. I thought we were going to win on penalties when I saw the lineup and I saw
you happy clapper. Oh, man.
That's it, man.
Making good time. Thanks, Timo can achieve a turnaround like Brendan. I agree. Hey, maybe. Big up El Tel. Timo just saves it for the big games. Come on now. Come on now. Ren, how dare you get excited when our whole team scores goals? Embarrassing fans like you are the reason we never win trophies. Paul, it's fans like you that are enjoying this a little too much. It was just City's kids, you know, that one kid, Lewis McAtee. He's older than Pop Matasar.
Both our lineups,
you know that one?
Both our lineups were about like 70-80% strength, weren't they? I mean, it wasn't like Pep wheeled out the academy like he said he was going to do, you know. And, you know, Bernardo Silva came on, and it wasn't like, you know, they did take it seriously for sure.
Hey, big up Citywide Bry. Says Jacob, happy early birthday, bro. Man City can hold that. Appreciate that, my brother.
I mean, this is a competition that Man City do win a lot. They have won it a lot in
but it's just
years.
City. They're a shit team.
They're a shit team, man, yeah. Pep got found out. Pep out.
We won, and, you know, I was pointing out some of the things I didn't like, which was that we could have won by more. But at the end of the day, I got what I wanted, which was to get through to the next round. And I'm extremely excited about that. what do you think about the notion that we should have lost today so Ainge could get sacked? Lose today and lose to Villa, and Ainge Postecoglou's gone. They were having their Manchester United moment, I think. I don't know. What's your take on that notion?
I think it's absolutely appalling. No matter who the manager is, you know, this isn't just an Ainge thing, but you know, even when a manager or a team's struggling, I always want them to turn that corner, you know, come good. You know, that's the ideal that you want. Well, that's the ideal I want as a fan. And sometimes with some managers that doesn't happen, you know. But to say at the moment you actually willfully want to lose games, hey, it's the same soft cocks that wanted us to lose against City last year because they're just scared of being made fun of by Arsenal fans, you know. So I don't really care what they say. A win's a win. Ange is there. Looks like, you know, by my reckoning. Let me just have a look at the update here. Yeah, so in a few hours, about 24 hours, it's going to tick over to November. So Ange was not, in fact, sacked in October. That was all bollocks. Of course, they've moved the goalpost to Christmas now because that's what they always do, their slot. But no, I'm glad.
Well, I was, you know, I've been trying to figure out what I think what the goalposts remind me of, because initially it was salamanders. You know how they're kind of slimy and squiggly and they don't really have like real form, and they're kind of like gloopy looking. Yeah, that's what the goalposts look like. And then I started thinking they remind me of like Fear and Loathing, when shit just started moving funny. Shit started looking real funny, real weird. You know, what's your take on these elusive goalposts? They remind me of like you know, when in Friends, what was it? A Pepsi machine that was a mirage in the desert for Joey when they got stranded somewhere, and Joey was like in the desert, and it was like, in the desert, you don't remember your name because the blah 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 da 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 da. You know, da 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 da. Yeah. It's like that. And that fucking, you know, that elusive ass thing that they keep moving it. It's a mirage. I don't think goalposts exist. I think people are just wah. They don't like Ainge. And it's interesting because I look at, and I don't mean to call out any set of like people, but it's like, what is the real problem with Ainge? And it always ends up boiling down to, he only coached in Australia and Scotland. He's from Australia. He doesn't look at the people when he talks to them. He has a cough. He's mean to the media. He's a mean man to the media because the media is such a good guy.
Oh, they're such assholes.
They're so good. No, media's so good.
I just love the way.
Shout out David Beckham. He loves media. Shout out Wayne Rooney. He loves the media.
I love the way they put them in there. He puts them in their place because they really do ask some stupid shit. And a lot of the journalists, when they're phrasing a question,
but they don't like that. No, you can't do that. No, don't be a mean. Why? Oh, he's always mean in press conference. He doesn't make eye contact, Paul.
He looks down like this.
He looks at the floor, Paul. And then you know what else I was thinking about? Look, I need to turn my light on while
Jacob, he doesn't look at him, and he's fat.
He's fat, yeah. That's why I saved this clip, because win, lose, or draw, this is how they feel about Ainge.
What the fuck was that about, huh? What's up, you fat pig? What, you don't see where you're fucking going?
I wasn't even driving.
Don't shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of bacon.
Why'd I get picked up?
Let's see if I can get my camera to focus. That's a great clip.
He took it well, man.
He's like, what? Why am I getting picked up? What the fuck? He's like, watch where you're going. You're yelling at the fat dude in the back seat. What is this? But hey, to each their own, I suppose.
Well, I've said more than once, you know, Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson managed in Japan and Scotland, and they had a bit of success in the Premier League too. So, you know.
Well, you know, I'm like, I always, in these moments, you know, I want to listen to what people say, but it's like, how do I hear anything when it's all just like,
it's like, here's another reason not to be happy. Oh no, that reason doesn't exist, but I've got another one here.
No, this is actually why.
This is it now. So now that we can't do what is it? Oh, we've lost 8 games in 14 or something because we've won another one. So they're going to have to shift those measures by just a couple of weeks, couple of days here and there to make it look as bad as possible. It's bullshit. You know, all this stuff, I keep on, in 2024, we've only won. Well, there's no fucking trophy for a calendar year, so it's irrelevant. Ridiculous.
Big up, Jazz, my brother. I don't know how you're not a mod already. Maybe last time I saw you, I just didn't mod you or something. But big up to you, my friend. And he says, he called in on the Ainge Out yesterday. And I guess it was his first time here on the channel, but I'm always over there on Sarcasm City TV, and we're always shooting the shit. But you know, his take is a lot similar to mine in regards, like, yeah, Ainge isn't perfect. Yeah, there's different things that, you know, maybe I want this, or I think this, or I see this, but it's like overall, where we're at is not in any position to just like be picky. And I'm not trying to put words in Jez's mouth, but he does say you can't celebrate this win, Jacob. City had a kid called O'Reilly out there, which is technically an auto parts store here in America, and they have a very fun jingle. It's O'Reilly auto parts. Meow. It's like
amazing, man. You got the voice of an angel.
You know, I've been told.
I thought it was O'Reilly. Like, we'll do it fucking live. That guy, remember?
Oh, that guy. Didn't he get canceled for being racist while they were live or something?
Surprise. Someone on Fox News being racist. I find that very hard to believe.
Water's wet and the whans are crying when we win?
He went mask off for a little bit. I shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, Paul, breaking news. Actually, I tuned in to some of the whan, and let's take a live look now. Still hurting, man. The team is killing them that we're winning, but you know, does this mean anything because it's not in the Premier League? Is there? I'm trying to find ways to reduce this win, and I feel silly, but I'm trying to provide some kind of like
maybe Man City didn't really want to win it. That's something I heard briefly when I tuned into the dark side. They were saying, no, when they bring Haaland on, that meant Pep didn't really want to win the game. So I guess it doesn't count that we've got a ping pong ball in the next round and we're playing Manchester City and we're 2 matches away from Wembley, 3 matches away from seeing Sonny's armpits. It's all good, man.
When I did see that I forgot to flush the toilet after a massive shit, I did peer in there, and I did see things like Pep did us a favor. Pep won the game for us. We only won because Pep didn't want to, type shit. It's just typical. Like I'm sitting in the corner of the room with a sheet over my head. It's that kind of behavior.
It's like you're driving along the motorway and you need a dump and you go into a service station and the toilet's in no service stations. But sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to go and have a peek and do your business. But you don't want to hang around there. It's awful. Hey, Blue Mountains, man. Meow Kabar. There you go, man.
Big up.
Blue Mountains is a wonderful place.
369, damn she fine. Shugga, 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 shugga one more time. I don't know if you know that song, do you? Lil Jon, Yin Yang Twins.
Same album as the O'Reilly jingle?
No. See, the O'Reilly jingle is for the commercials, and it's very famous. If you lived in America, you would know because you would have heard it on the radio.
Then fuckface, what is the Windscreens O'Brien jingle in Australia, which is nearly the same name anyway? No, don't know.
What is a Windscreens O'Reilly? I've never heard of that.
Windscreens O'Brien.
Some kind of kangaroo auto store?
They change
Get new pouches
when you fuck it up. They come and put a new one on.
Oh, that's nice.
O'Brien. Doesn't say anything about Windows.
Is it really?
Yeah. O'Brien.
No way they stole the fucking jingle, bro.
Hey. You see,
you're offended.
You're offended. Just American exceptionalism, isn't it? Oh, we must have obviously done the O'Reilly thing first. How the fuck
all right,
do you know? Let's fucking see. Establish win, bitch. Let's have a look.
All right, yeah, I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up, motherfucker.
Fucker.
Look, we're live. We'll do it for O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah, all right. I'll look up Windscreen O'Brien.
Found. Maybe I just should ask as a question. When was O'Reilly Auto Parts?
Oh, you're so fucked. You are so fucked.
What's yours? What's yours?
I'll read that bitch.
1924? That's like pre both of the world wars.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
There you go.
I guess, but you know, when did the jingle? But that's what we need to look up. Not when the company was founded, when the jingle began. All right. When was the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle created? See, these goalposts are salamanders. They're salamanders. It turns out Sibley wrote the song in the 80s and Crump Lemons is a video producer for O'Reilly. The original, what is that? When did the O'Reilly, no, the jingle.
Oh.
I wonder if what? You did steal it.
Oh, hang on. No, hang
on. See, yeah, I think I won.
No.
Because this song was wrote in the 80s. See, the original cast got together to hang out for the jingle, I think. But they don't have a video of it? That's weird.
Look, I can't get a definitive answer. Because it just says...
So you're wrong. I brought facts and you brought feelings, is what you're saying.
No, it says in April 2005, the iconic O'Brien jingle was registered, but that doesn't mean that's when it was written. I thought it'd been around longer than that.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Oh, what the fuck's that? That sounds like a fucking Nickelodeon program. That doesn't
it's just one of the most famous jingles currently running and still airing to this day. Paul, O'Brien started in 1999.
Oh, well, okay. All right, there we go. There's Ren.
All right, well, now I got to look up. Actually, now I kind of want to hear, like, how close was that, Paul, to the O'Briens?
I think the O'Briens one has got a bit more honesty about it. That's a bit too slick. I wouldn't buy.
Paul, you're wrong. That's not facts. That's feelings.
I wouldn't be buying shit from O'Reilly's. They spend too much money on advertising. O'Brien's is, one and done. One take, done.
O'Brien, Australian jingle. Let's see what this says. Oh, wait, y'all aren't seeing this. There you go. O'Brien, Australian jingle. Let's see if I can find it. Is this it? Does this look right, O'Brien?
Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm Mark from O'Brien. So you think that...
I'm Mark from O'Brien. That's not a car. This is a car. Is that how you say car or car?
Yeah.
Can you say the word car?
Car. Car.
You get in the car. I'm getting in the car. I'm from O'Brien.
That chip's too small to worry about? A strong jolt on the road may turn it into a crack. But if you call O'Brien without replacing the windscreen, we're almost invisible. And an O'Brien repair could be a glass insurance. Fair is on. O'Brien.
There you go. That's all you need.
Okay.
You don't need a fucking 30-second Jean-Michel Jarre work of art, do you?
Well, to each their own, I suppose. Because, again, I brought facts, you brought feelings. All right?
Yeah, man. Feelings.
So when you think about it, what does your feelings mean when you win a game and you knock out the best team in England? What do your feelings say then, Paul?
Back of the net, fuckers. We're through. That's what my feelings and my facts, they coalesce into unity.
Is that a sexual innuendo of some kind?
Could be if you want it to be. If it gets your views, why not?
Well, hey, speaking of, Bobby K's here. Member for 2 months. Big up Jacob, Paul, and everyone in the chat. Membership chat. Big up. I started this from Cam Shanks, and why not get to it? Because I was like, I don't even know what to ask after that O'Reilly's take. But really, I was thinking about O'Reilly, and there was the player that was out there, and all I could hear was the fucking O'Reilly jingle. And you know what? Fuck him. He's not playing in the Carabao Cup the rest of this year, so he can hold that. But Cam Shanks says, what takeaways did you think about the game? And I'll start with you, Paul, on the negatives. What are the negative takeaways that you have from the game? Faster. Stronger.
Let's just hope he's not got a big injury.
That was great.
That's my main.
Who laid that bass line down?
Fucking me, man.
Man, who did that?
Oh, just me and my axe, my weapon of choice.
Well, some would say you didn't put enough bass in the bass line, but for me, I thought it was adequate amount.
Oh, thank you. Well, anyone's welcome to make their own version of it, and that's fine, isn't it? Do what you
I'll
want.
tell you what, mine would not sound anything cool like that. That reminded me of like those older movies where like Angelina Jolie hackers style movie, or like even
where they're all
what you don't like? You don't like that?
Well, they've all got names like I don't know, Cybro or Nitro, and they fucking live in a place where you roller skate inside.
Nitro. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So that was my main worry was Van der Ven's injury, because he looked like he was touching his hamstring a bit. Hopefully it's nothing serious though. But I'll tell you a good thing. Big shout out, I think.
Well, technically there was nothing good that came from today. Technically.
No. Apart from the win and the joyful emotion. I thought Archie Gray handled himself well. I know he had a tough day at the office and he was getting done quite a bit down there, but he held his head up and he did a lot good. And I think he'll come out of that game stronger.
So, yeah, talk to me a little bit more about what you thought from Archie Gray. Like, I thought defensively he got it, on their goal. You can look at that a few ways. Was Brennan Johnson not helping him defensively? Were they not on the same page maybe? I don't remember the time in which they've played together on the right-hand side there. And defensively, there's always some kind of help that needs to be made. But like as a defender, you see a guy making a run into the box and it didn't look like Romero had picked him up. Sure, in that split second, he should have said, that's Romero's problem. There's probably someone behind me. But I feel like instinct took over in that moment. And he played the guy that was making the run in front of him, which a lot of times when we're, Paul, so naive and so shitty and so suicide jump off of a bridge in San Francisco style.
High line. Did the high line fuck us on the goal? Is that what you're trying to say? Was it a high line set piece? Was it a set piece goal? No.
What else did they call it? The sucking on a car's exhaust pipe defense? I'm just trying to think of whatever nasty, negative, like, connotations you can give, because kamikaze and suicidals, not two things that you would really attribute to good things.
I mean, if you're going to go down that route, you might as well call it dignitas. I don't know if you have dignitas in America there, but
I don't know what that is. Sounds like you made up a word.
No, dignitas. It's a company where you've had enough.
Dignitas, I barely know her.
You can go there and they'll ship you out. That's euthanasia. It's called dignitas. I don't know how you do it, but
well, hey. I say always live the best life that you see fit, but I was looking at this and I was getting a little pelters on the chat of the Football Terrace because I said I felt like we dominated the match, and I don't think it's necessary that you have to have all of the ball and that means you dominated, because even when we've had all the ball in some of the games, I don't think that we dominated necessarily. But by all intents and purposes, their starting 11 versus our starting 11, that first 45 minutes, even when Van de Ven went off and we had to replace him, we looked the better side, and I felt like we dominated them. And I'm not talking about possession. I'm talking about intent, desire,
control,
looking like we were going to fucking cut them.
I was actually surprised when they scored that goal near the end of the first half, because I thought, they did have a lot of possession in our third there, but they didn't look dangerous to me. Obviously I was wrong because they did score a goal, but it wasn't like I was hanging on. They weren't peppering us or anything like that. I thought we held our shape pretty well at the back when we had to. So I think there was a lot good there. And I think when it comes down to it, I think we just look more dangerous in front of their goal than they did in front of ours. You can, possession, whatever, possession, schmossession. When we had the ball up there, we looked better than they did in front of ours.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think Archie Gray was great on the day, but I didn't. Think back to the Cam Shanks question of like positives and negatives from the game.
Yeah,
I didn't even he wasn't perfect, but I didn't expect him to be perfect. He's playing fucking Manchester City.
Yeah.
Shamu, I think, put it spot on. You could tell Gray was getting tired from the 60 to 65 onwards. He held his own, though. Young kid against a world-class team. He'll learn from that. And let's not forget who some of the people he was playing against. Matthias Nunes, Phil Foden, Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz, Ilkay Gundogan, John Stones.
Yeah, that's right. Tough day at the office for him, but like I say,
Savinho.
And
some people said he's going to be the best winger in the Premier League. Savinho, this Brazilian guy.
Didn't seem to get into his head, so that was really cool. That was really cool.
I like it. I will say a negative, going back to the question of the positives and negatives, I would say one of the negatives for me was, I don't know. I thought it seems like we bring on like Richarlison and then all of a sudden Solanke looks like shit. And then Richarlison didn't really look good. What do you make of Richarlison, Solanke, and like what you saw? What did you see? Am I tripping?
Okay, so Solanke, I thought he had a good game. I thought he was pretty strong. I
thought he was fucking tired. Poor guy.
Tired.
There was no sub for him.
Look, when Richarlison came on, I thought he gave us a little bit of energy up that left-hand side. Because our press was at times it wasn't there. Manchester City were camped out in our half quite a lot. We couldn't kind of break through them. But Richarlison just gave us, a couple of opportunities to open up play a bit. So it wasn't a great, fantastic performance, don't get me wrong, but it did change. I think it was enough to put the game back more in our favour again. I thought the substitutions were great. Taking off Sarr for Basuma, and there you go. Basuma saved our ass with a great clearance off the line after flaky Vicario ran into about 3 Spurs players and fell over. But hey, no harm, no foul, and he had a decent enough game. So, yeah, I thought Richie was all right, man. He just, like Shamu's just said, he gave us the bite we needed. I think that's right. Just enough.
Yeah.
But you can see in that second half, it wasn't like Moore and Solanke had a lot of the ball anyway. We weren't quite getting it up there, It was really weird to absorb a lot of pressure from Manchester City. But then towards the end of that game, we started coming at them again. So I think Spurs did really well today, excellently.
Yeah. That's very nice. He absolutely should have scored 1 for sure. 2, you could say. But there's something to be said about the physicality I thought that he brought. He was frustrating them trying to build up in their own half as well with some of the press.
Yeah, and they started getting a bit sloppy. It was only about 5 minutes, but there was a period there where Manchester City's passes were going shithouse. They got back into it. They recovered. I mean, that's the sort of great side they are. But we did rattle them a little bit at certain points of the game, which is good to see.
Yeah. Would just like it if, in front of goal he would finish. But I guess, again, I prefaced it all by saying in the beginning of the show that really we won the game. So, the negatives are certainly outweighed by the positives tonight. Now, let's talk about set pieces, Paul. So
we're shit those, aren't we?
One thing is that this kamikaze, all this bad words, and then we're shit at set pieces. We're shit at this, we're shit at that. But I mean, we didn't concede off of a set piece. And I saw this comment earlier, and I actually agree with it. That we've conceded. Where is it? It says there it is. J Max says we keep conceding the same type of goal that needs to improve. I absolutely agree, and this is something I was actually texting Paul about during the match. That it's always that back post that seems to get exposed. Whether it's Poro in the Archie today, there's a weird. I don't know if it's a breakdown in communication or it's just like a gut instinct to pull in when there's a guy running in and then you just leave the other man behind you. I don't know. Or is it the right winger not helping out? I don't know. But again, we get beat on a back post and it wasn't a set piece, but we scored on a beautiful set piece. And, is the narrative around set pieces shifting?
I think that goalpost has been removed from the pitch to be replaced by...
Yeah, I'm at the part in the movie, I don't even know where we are anymore.
Different park. It's on a different field.
This weird. Yeah, where's the trophy? Show me the trophy. Did you win a trophy? I saw that, and this is the fun part. Is when I was on the football terrace.
It's nearly November, and we haven't won a goddamn trophy this season yet. Out.
Yeah, horrible. Horrible. J-Mac, I also blame Ainge for Richie's miss. Horrible move from him, I'll be honest. I just look at the way we were taking those set pieces, and even like the two, I think it was two that we had before.
There was
that one that we scored. We were doing like the short. There was one where Timo passed it to the near post dude who kind of came short and then laid it off. It was really like playground style shit we were trying, and I was like, well, this is interesting. And then we did it again, but Sarr first time strike, holy shit,
beautiful.
That when they showed the ground angle, as a goalkeeper, he probably didn't even think that was going to go in. He's like, oh, that's definitely wide, and just went down for it. Oh, motherfucker, damn.
I'll tell you sorry, I just had the thought, so I'll say it now. I thought the referee was a real wanker tonight, man. He wasn't.
I actually didn't think he was bad. Compared to Palace, because Palace, that fucking ref at Palace was being a dickhead. But I thought the ref today was not as bad as the one at Palace. He could have been a dickhead in his own right, but for me, I didn't think he was as bad as the Palace ref.
It's fun. I mean, I'm with you, man. I've heard you say this. I mean, I'll comment on the referees, but I don't. Referees to me don't generally change the outcome of football games. If you get a goal disallowed, well, fucking score another one. That's what you got to do. That's the conditions of the game.
It is up to you to fight against the elements that fight against you. And if you fail to do that, well, then whose fault is it, really?
That's very Sun Tzu.
Well, I don't know what is Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu, The Art of War, thousands of years old book, The Art of Warfare.
Well, if it's that old, of course I don't have a copy. Like, what? It's so old. What? Black and white. Ew.
Yeah, it's a book, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a book. Does it talk? Does it move? Do I have to go and then turn the page like a gloopy glurp of my spit? Yeah, man. I just updated the subscriber count. We're now at 5,569.
Is it going up again?
It went up. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's
I started doing this thing, and it was more of an attempt to just keep the weirdos out, or at least force them to subscribe if they wanted to chat. Yeah, I just started turning it on subscribers only, bitch.
Yeah, it keeps a lot.
You want to come in here and be a fucking weirdo? Because I was like, we lost, and of course you start seeing familiar faces. Shout out Rich if you watch this. Rich is probably not going to be watching this, but there's a guy who tunes in a lot. His name's Rich. He disappears when we win. He shows up when we lose. He commented last night. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting in my living room last night, and I see a notification. YouTube. Oh, Rich commented on what? Not any of my recent videos. My watch along. And said, naive Ainge loses to Palace, something. And then someone else, when we lose, they also commented, where's the wah comments now? I said, they were on the stream if you watched it, you weirdo. But they don't. They don't watch it. They're just weirdos.
They're waiting. Regrouping for the next time, I don't know, we fuck up a corner or something, or do a foul throw, whatever it may be. Then they'll come running out again.
Well, I just, this doesn't change how I feel, because I've always said that we just got to keep winning, and then they'll shut the fuck up. Or they'll be like, I told you this would happen if they did this. And then they'll be like, I'm right. And then they can finally be happy. And then everyone's happy. We're all lifting trophies.
Happy with at the end of the day. But, like I say, it's nice to be at the party from the beginning, isn't it? You don't want to rock up, just as people are leaving and, falling into hedges and stuff like that. You want to, and like all the good chicks have gone as well. They've all been snapped up and you're just left with, Thelma. So, okay, you'll do. But if I'd have come into the party...
Shout out Thelma, man.
If I'd have come to the party a few hours ago, maybe Simone would have been on the cards, But no.
Simone, just by the phonetics of the name, Simone sounds better than Thelma. I don't know what they look like. However, the phonetics of the name It does sound better. Yeah, I like it. Big up Bob Down Under. Remember for 10 months, we have a 1-month-old YouTube baby. Says, cheers, Jacob and Paul. Solanke fouled 3 or 4 times. So chiming in, I think agrees with you, Paul, that maybe the ref missed a few calls.
Yeah, I just didn't like him, man. It just didn't give us enough. But hey, don't matter. We won. Gertrude and Doris, yeah, they're 2 good names. But yeah, and it's I just, you know, we're on this journey.
Gertrude.
We're on this ride. No one knows, how it's going to go. I'm hopeful. I think Ange is the guy for do it. I think we're gonna become a really successful team. But who knows, man? Sport's a funny old thing. But if that does happen, I'll have enjoyed the whole bloody 2 years or 3 years or whatever it is, the build up. It's like these other people. They might come in and say, "Oh yeah, I was wrong" or whatever. I hold my hands up. That's what they always say when I hold my hands up. I was wrong. Let's move on and never mention what I said ever again, because that's just bringing up the past. It's like, just enjoy the whole.
Do I get a trophy, Papa?
Can I have a trophy, please?
I want a trophy, Diddy.
Will you give me a trophy?
Did we win a trophy, though? I don't know if I can go much higher pitch than that. I'm just trying to do can I please have a trophy? It's like,
can I come in? Because at the moment they're knocking on the door saying, turn that music off, turn that music off. And we're going, bollocks. You go and get the police. They can't do anything. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And then later on, they'll come up with, 4 shit beers that they won't take their eyes off all night to make sure no one steals their, 50-cent beer. Just putting a stinky funk around the place. I'm going to party now. Bugger it. I've been.
Very nice. And speaking of very nice, Indiana Stone's coming in here, says, how dare we have the audacity to beat City. We only scored 2 goals. We didn't keep a clean sheet. Don't forget that. So the win doesn't really count.
That's right.
No clean sheet, no party, Paul?
I think you actually get a bye for the next round if you get a clean sheet. That's how it works. You get to skip a round. So we missed out on that opportunity, unfortunately.
Steady as Shark did not miss out on the opportunity to attend a W. Says, I just got back from the match. Great night. Come on, you Spurs and Big Ange, we trust. Come on, Steady as Shark.
Hey, the crowd
talking very,
really,
very nicely. Hope you enjoyed yourself there at the match.
Crowd sounded good as well, man. Did you hear the crowd?
Just be careful, buddy, because the further you go swimming in the pools of Spurs YouTube, you just might get scolded for enjoying yourself. But I'm gonna tell you right now, do a little dance, make a little love, and enjoy your Tottenham Hotspur victory, because you deserve it. We deserve it as a whole. There's a comment here from Nick Lazy 8. Says, how about this? Johnson's been a lot sloppier since the international break. Concerns? I am a bit, says Lazy 8. For me, yes and no. So the loss to Palace, I thought he looked not good. I thought when he didn't score versus West Ham, I think it was West Ham he didn't score versus, I thought he looked good, but just unfortunate to not score. And today, that was a really sleek and cheeky pass. However, I did see there was another moment that he kind of shot. I thought he could have played Solanke in maybe, but I'm not upset with them for taking the shot on, because at the end of the day, take those shots. Come on now. SDFC Benny says, goal made, get in, boys. Benito Sotelo. Big up Benito Sotelo. That answers my question, because I was wondering who it is, and I don't know what it means. Oh, look, there's confetti. There's confetti. There was confetti, because we did it. The goal completed. Thank you, Benny. We did the goal, which I didn't know what it meant. And so I was like, let me see if I just do 1 out of 1. And if we meet the goal, then what happens? YouTube is doing some new incentive so they can continue to get a piece of your pie, Paul.
How's
And
this?
like you go in there and you say you could set a goal in the chat, a goal.
Well, like a super chat goal or something.
And you
Is that
say
what-
like, yeah, it's like 1, 5, 10, 25, whatever amount of super chats. And I guess like if you're a fucking, like one of these people who have millions of subscribers, you say, my goal is 100 super chats today. And then all the like really, really hyped up kids on Mountain Dew, they'll buy super chats just to help meet the goal. Twitch does it. It's like help me reach my subs goal. Help me reach and subs for them is like you pay to be a sub. you follow and then you pay to be a sub. But YouTube, they're like, how can we incentivize children to maybe get on over here and try and fill up a goal? I don't know. That's what I thought it was. So I didn't really know. But thank you, Benny, for helping us figure out what that is. His goal achieved. Thanks to the participants, we achieved the goal.
Any kids out there watching, just ever look in some of your parents' clothes, you might find a picture of some pictures of Benjamin Franklin. Send them off over to El Paso. The Benjamin Franklin portrait competition.
Oh yes. Oh, I do love. I'm a big fan of the Benjamin Franklin anything that doesn't involve human ethics. But we move and steer clear of his personal side. But it's just the times. It's my culture. Dermatron, big up Dermatron. THFC till I die. Member for 15 months. That's a year and 3 months of support. Thank you so much, Dermatron. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Ooh, Ainge, or always been Ainge in. Spurs on their way to Wembley. Yes. Big up Dermatron. Enjoy yourself, my friend, because what we are not doing is, getting out of the Carabao Cup. Don't get ahead of
yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. Calm down. Why is
you know what I say to those people? You know what I say to those people who say, "Don't get ahead of yourselves. Stop celebrating."
I love to sit here and chit chat with you, but I gotta go.
Oh, Tyrus, did you just fart?
Tyrus, did you just fart? That's how I respond. I would love to sit here and chit chat with you, but I gotta go. And then I'm gonna do some kind of roll, and I think that'd be great. Yeah, come on. Stop encouraging Shamu. You might be enjoying yourself a little too much there, buddy. All right, chill out. Don't enjoy this win, Paul. I saw you smile earlier, and I'll be honest. Shame. It's a TikTok ripoff. What's a TikTok ripoff? What is? I don't know. Oh, the goals in the chat. Shoshi, big up Shoshi. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know that I'm going to do it. I just wanted to try. I was like, what happens if you meet the goal? Does YouTube help? Do they help push my video out? Was kind of my hope. Like, cool, we met the goal that we made together, YouTube. So like, maybe you push the channel out and help people find it. And no, I don't think so. Well, we'll find out, I guess, because we finally met the goal today. Big up Bobby K. Bobby K's in the house every time. Happy Clappers FC are back.
That's it.
And I don't know.
Never left.
I kind of got upset with the word happy clapper. Like people like, Jacob, you're a happy clapper. I'm like, if you watch my watch alongs, I'm not happy and clapping all the time. I'm pretty I'm losing my shit. I'm pretty stressed out. I'm yelling. I'm being childish.
I skimmed through your Crystal Palace watch along, and all I can see at every frame is you just sitting there, just pissed off, dejected. Words are not flowing very well. So yeah, happy clapper isn't always the right adjective, I don't think.
Martha Stewart in the chat with some insider info.
Aha, nice one.
Says, expect a lot of TikTok and Instagram ripoff from YouTube in the coming year. And Lazy 8, my friend, I think you're spot on, because I got an email yesterday that said they're going to start doing like live streaming vertical videos, which is like TikTok and Instagram shit.
You can already do that on YouTube.
You can?
Yeah. I looked into it.
You can go live vertical?
Yeah, because OBS you can do both, but my PC couldn't cut it. So yeah, you can go
No, but like
vertical.
but without OBS.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, well, I use that. But it will appear in people's shorts, so.
Well, that's cool.
I just like bloody YouTube to pay me every week instead of every once in a month, 10 weeks after it's fucking due. That'd be nice.
Or even every 2 weeks would be nice. And speaking of being nice, Renan here with the O'Reilly Auto Parts. Wow. There you go.
Off the chain, man. Fucking here comes
hot off the press.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Crowd was excellent. I was next to one of the corner flags in the home end, so you're out there singing loud and proud. Very nice. Love to see that. I was loving the crowd vibe is always different than the vibe online and on Twitter.
Always, man. That's why I did a video the other day having a bit of a whinge about the Spursosphere, but it is very different to what goes on in real life. You know, I think it's just I still think it's a very shouty minority because I don't pick anything up from the fans that go to the games. They're all singing Angie's name. They're all having a laugh, having a good time. And those are the guys that obviously not doing YouTube while the game's on. So, you know, I think generally in the real world, the feeling for the team and the manager is pretty good. Fuck online. That doesn't exist anyway. It's not the real world.
You know, I was going to say tonight that, you know, it's interesting. This is before I knew you were joining. But it's interesting. The irony is interesting. I'm interested in the irony of, it's like club legends say one thing about Ainge. They say one thing about what they see. They say one thing about what Ainge says. And then you look at the online bald fox screaming, going, wah, wah.
What's he waffling on about?
They're stark opposites. And I just, you know, when it comes to facts, there are facts you cannot deny. But when it comes to feelings and opinions, everyone's got one and we're all entitled to it. But which opinion am I going to trust as more in line with like what I think to be valid about certain things? Typically the experts or the legends of it. And
Little bald cunt or Steve Perryman. I'm going to go Steve Perryman. You know.
Lonely loser, Steve Perryman. Which opinion holds more weight?
Hey.
I mean, that's up for you to decide. But one thing I will not do, and I don't care if they wheel me away, I will always speak my truth, my opinion, and I've never wavered. Just like Dermot has said earlier too. He hasn't wavered on his support. I haven't wavered in how I feel about Ainge. If Ainge gives me reasons to waver, then sure, I would.
For sure,
but the
man.
whole looking down, taking his quotes out of context, the whole, he just stands there on the sidelines, his subs and and the FIFA football manager people that are like, oh, he didn't do this at this time, therefore I don't like it. You know, that's you who could feel that way. For me, I don't give a fuck. I trust him. I like what I see. And when we win games like today, I feel also fine. So you know what? If it's a crime, fucking arrest me.
My kids were being taken to school. They were subjected to horrendous...
Officers, I've committed no offense. Please.
I've committed no offense.
Bad boys. What you gonna do when they come for you?
Actually, my brothers and I, we wrote that on the paddle that my mom had for spanking us. We wrote the theme song to Cops on that, yeah.
You defaced the thing that punished you.
A way of accepting I was a bad boy. I was.
Who did this?
I mean, a single mom with 3 boys, she had to have some way of keeping a lid on the fucking experiment that was going on. And there was fear. There was a lot of fear. I remember, you know, she's like, oh, come on. Like, we're done at there's a fitness center with a daycare where like we could fuck around and do shit. I got hurt more in this fucking activity center daycare thing than I did out in the streets. I promise you. Busted my head open. My brother got his head busted open. And, you know, it was always one of those things. Just don't put your kids in a public place like that. I think you, as a parent, watch them, but also maybe we should bring back the paddles because the kids nowadays are getting out of hand. And my wife says I can't spank, so I'm not going to. Maybe not a paddle, but if I was a mother with 3 boys, you know, I'd probably get a wooden paddle as well and be like, don't make me get this motherfucker. It was more of a threat. I feel like I only got hit with it once or twice. And then the rest was like, don't make me fucking use it. And it was like, okay, shit, hey, excuse me. So maybe that's why I have the attitude I have. The run up and get done up style of attitude, which is what I did yesterday. Anyone Ainge out? Come on now. I see why you are Spurs. What does that mean, Steve Dobbs? Which sucks you weren't Steve Jobs because then Ainge is good enough for us, mate. What? I don't know if he's being a hater or a lover, but we've got a lover here in Dermatron with a €5 donation. We've exceeded the goal And I don't know what that means, or if it's probably not going to mean anything for the YouTube thing, but it means a lot to me, Dermatron, and says, guys, I will support Spurs the way I always have done. 45 years been a Spurs fan. I won't change. Happy clapping there. That's me. I won't change. Someone who very comfortably wears the shoe. For me, I took it more of a, how dare you? I'm so balanced and I'm so right that how dare I have it? But then I'm like, when you think about the definition of happy clapping, when Tottenham win, I'm happy. When we score goals, I'm clapping. And if someone takes a video of me like,
busted.
Well, there you go. I'm busted.
For emotion.
I'm busted. So can I say I am not something that I am? I am a happy person. Life has been blessed for me. And, you know, when Tottenham win, I start clapping. And those two added up. Hey, Dermot, I'm starting to not care if they call me a happy clapper, because it's like,
fuck 'em.
Clearly, you're not listening to me.
Over in the cult over there, they have to have permission to win. Can we laugh? Can we cry? Can I cheer this goal? No, okay, Whereas over here, it's freedom. Do what you want to do. It's rock and roll. That's what football is.
It is. It's absolutely the way it is. And shout out Ren, single mom of 3 kids as well. So a single mom of 3 boys or girls. I'm sure it's
get the paddle, Ren. You've heard
get a wooden paddle. And just use it as a, hey, here you go.
Motherfuckers think it's break time. Come on. Get your ass back in there. Come on, man.
I'm not saying dink them in the head like that, but they're crocodiles. They'll be all right. But big up, Bren. Salute all the single mothers out there, man. And Steve Dobbs is a lover.
Hey.
Yeah, and I like that. We like lovers here. Great. Big up Finn Rickwood.
Hey, Finn.
Come on, you Spurs. Great result. We moved to Sunday. Big up, guys. Big up to you, man. Finn. And Finn, you're the last of a dying breed, if I can say this. if I may.
In a nice way.
No, in the a compliment. I'm giving him a very big compliment. You are the last of a dying breed, because I know we don't see eye to eye on Ainge, on Spurs all the time, and you always just say your piece. Keep it pushing, keep it respectful. You show love, you show support. You're a member, you're always here.
And enjoy the entertainment.
And this is the thing, a lot of people, there was that transitional period where I was talking a lot of shit, calling them Costco guys. And I think that's where they got upset with me, Paul, and why people started unsubscribing. It's because I said, these where's my trophy? Ainge out. It sounded like those dudes, the Costco guys. You know, we're Costco guys. And of course I eat a big chunk chip cookie at the chunky chip cookie. And I'm a Costco guy. Of course I'm eating the baked chicken, yum, yum, yum. And it's him and his son, and they're at Costco. It's like some stupid fucking shit. And they're famous now for it. But it's stupid fucking shit, bottom line. And it just, again, that's why I relate the two, I guess. Stupid shit. It's stupid, and I lump it together. That's what it sounds like. And a lot of people got offended. And I did put disclaimer, please don't be offended. They all got offended, and you know, they only comment, they only poke their heads out when we lose. So it's unfortunate they're not going to be here tonight. But you know what? I'd rather us win and them fuck off than us lose and then be like, I'm a Spurs fan and I'm so happy. I'm so happy we lost. It's really weird.
Finn's in my chat all the time. Perfectly gracious guest to have, you know? No shit.
Beautiful
all
guest.
Fun.
Yeah.
You know? Easy peasy, man.
And make sure you subscribe to Dermatron at THFC Till I Die. 49 away from the big 2K. Help him get there. Come on now. And yes, Mama had a spanking paddle. That's the most Texas thing I've ever heard. My pops had a belt. My dad just used whatever the fuck was next to him.
Yeah,
and if
my
a belt,
just...
and the belt's coming off. He was a sheriff, so you can imagine how that was. Danny D, double D. Big up my 2 favorite positive Spurs supporters. I've never felt like I was positive or negative. I just felt like I'm Jacob.
I'm realistic.
I'm not positive.
Don't call me positive. Tell me one thing I've said that's positive. I'm just realistic.
Paul, you said the quad was on.
Well, it is, isn't it? That's realistic. Well,
that's not positive of you.
Look,
fuck off.
The league is slipping away a little bit at the moment, but you know, fuck it. Still there.
But it's interesting when I think about facts versus feelings. I wonder what feeling it takes to find a fact that is like a little misconstruing. You know, when you say I don't know, a stat that involves 15, 16, 17
Some
Premier League
random-
matches
some
when we've
random
not
number.
played that many Premier League matches this year. Wonder why it's that many and not 2 more, or the amount that we've played this year, or 4 less, or 4 more. Like, why is it that arbitrary number? Oh, because it says the narrative
shittiest-
that's being said.
it's the
Oh, it looks
shittiest
the
example.
Oh, these are facts though, Paul.
There.
The facts are, in the Premier League, last 16 matches, whatever amount. And we didn't win in the Premier League today, so how dare you be happy? I don't know if you're on mute or not.
Who, me? No, I'm just waiting.
You're not saying
for...
shit. No, you just...
No, sorry,
not saying
man.
shit.
That was my cue, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
missed
sorry.
it. You know, you're fired. You're fired. Yeah. Get him up. Get him up. Good morning, Norman Lamont. Look, y'all, send in your man of the match and your BDE of the match. I am going to wrap up. My wife has got stuff to do, but I am going to wrap up here. But I want to know in the chat who y'all had as the man of the match, BDE of the match. And Paul, before I start with you, Finn Rickwood says, spot on, Jacob. As football fans, we all have different views and opinions on how we see things, and that's the beauty of it all. We can all agree as Spurs fans that we want our beloved Spurs to succeed. And that is the common ground at the end of the day. Win a trophy, everybody's happy. And I don't care if they said, oh, I told you so. Yeah, you weren't, but whatever, you know. I don't mind what people tell themselves to sleep at night, really. It doesn't bother me anymore. It never really bothered me. Like, I used to, how could you sleep at night with that conscience? Well, you know, they're just a piece of shit. And it's easy. It's easy for pieces of shit. A lot of shitty people sleep and outlive good people all the time. So, but big up Finn Rickwood. Always, I just wanted to shout you out because I was thinking about you the other day when I was like, you know what? You are one of those who probably didn't like some of the things I said about your opinions, and when I'm being joking, sarcastic, and satirical, and I go a little over the top, of course, because I'm in the moment. Too, man. And some people get offended. So, Rich, if you're still watching, I don't know why you would. We won, so why are you here? But if you are watching, Rich, I'm sorry if I offended you. And you can show your face when we win. It's okay, buddy. I won't drag your face through the mud. I'll maybe put a piece of cake in your mouth and make you eat it. That's the worst I'll do. And big up Jordan. Our sarcasm is unmatched. Yeah, you know, look, it is what it is. But Paul, who's your man of the match? Who's your BDE?
Fuck, it's a hard one, man. You know, I'm going to give my BDE to Archie Gray because I did think he came through.
Oh, you can't say that, Paul. He was shit.
No. But man of the match is tricky, man. Man of the match. I'd almost go like Basuma. It's for me, Basuma or Sarr, but they only played a half each pretty much. Fucking hell, man. I'm gonna go Basuma. Basuma. No, that's wrong. No, I can't do that. Shit. Who do we have in? No, all right, Basuma. It's not satisfactory, and as soon as you say someone, I'll probably bend to your will. But definitely Archie Gray for BDE for me.
Well, you know,
maybe
shout out Archie Gray.
Werner. How about Werner? No, Werner, man of the match. There we go.
Werner's not going to get my man of the match because he didn't. He was, 20% efficient on the chances, something like that. By my eyes, I haven't even looked at his individual numbers, but Timo is going to get an award, a BDE award, because your first, I think that was, it may have been his first touch of the game. I don't think he touched the ball before that. No, he did. Okay. He had a pass. He had a bad touch. He turned it over. No, first he turned it over, then we won it back, and he had a slick pass, I think, to Bentancur, and you were like, Timo pass. And I was like, yeah. So it was his fourth or fifth touch of the game, and he first times it. I mean, a cross with a lot of pace, a lot of vim to get to him, but is right in front of him. He opened up the hips, swung it with the dick. How can I say he doesn't get the BDE award? Come on, Timo. And I like the crowd's response too, because even in the game I saw there was at one point we were going down attacking, and he tried, and I think it got deflected, or they blocked it and it went out for a corner or something, and he was running over the corner, and it looked like a lot of the crowd were like getting in his face, like yes, encouraging him, and again, it's one of those things. If the chef makes a very good burger, the people are gonna fucking applaud you. But if the chef is putting poo-poo on the patty, you're going to be like, this is a shit burger. And it was very good to see people encouraging him because he did do good. And I want to give him some credit because, shout him out, man. That was a big... They say it's an easy thing, but if you're not a striker, you're not a forward, that's not an easy finish. I heard the announcer try and be like, that is a very, standard forward style of finish, so you should be finishing that, but he does take it cleanly or some shit. I was like reluctant to give us credit.
I'm so annoyed with the state of commentary on every game I watch now. I wish I could have a channel where I could just hear the crowd, because when I used to watch football, the commentary was very simple. It was one guy, John Motson or Brian Moore or whoever it be, and all they basically said was who's got the ball. So by the end of the match on your shitty black and white 4x3 TV, you knew where all the players were and who they all are. Two teams you'd never seen before. Very simple, very little opinion. They weren't there to give their expert analysis. They just said, what is happening at the moment? What's the atmosphere like? What's going on? Whereas now, they always have to put in their 2 cents worth and say shit like you've just said, oh, well, that's a standard fucking thing for a forward. Go fuck yourself. Who are these people? I hate it, man.
It does bother me too. And in America, we always get those ex-Arsenal fuckers that call our games. It's really weird. But my man of the match, I like, Jordan and I are on the same wavelength. For me, Kulu, when he plays well, our team looks good. When he plays shit, our team looks shit. He is a common denominator in every match. Like when he wasn't as good, we struggled. Like Brighton, we struggled. He wasn't good. Palace was probably his worst match I've seen this year, and we got fucked. It was awful. Today, when he came on the pitch, that one time I think versus Coventry, he came on the pitch, and then we finally looked like scoring a goal. There's a lot of moments where Kulu, for me, has been like, without him, we're fucked. I don't care if you put Madison in there, and Madison's good in his own right, but he won't do what Kulu does, and he can't do what Kulu does over 90 minutes. Did he get subbed out? I don't think he played. I think he played a full 90. He did. He didn't get subbed out. This guy's a fucking tank. So props to Kulu, man. Obviously, honorable mention for me to Basuma and Pop Matisar. You add them together, if that was one performance from one player, easily man of the match and BDE for that finish, because holy shit. But without Basuma, we're looking at penalties and flip a coin. God only knows what happens. But let me run through the chats picks. Jordan's got Kulu and Timo, man of the match in BDE. Timo, man of the match for Steve Dobbs. Bobby K's got Kulu and Werner. A lot of Kulu and Werners. Werner, Bentancur, and Kulu. That's a nice little threesome. Werner for Shoshi. Timo, man of the match for Dermatron. Steve Dobbs, he scores when he wants. He scores when he wants. Timo Werner, he scores when he wants. Yeah.
Spurs.
Come on. Again, when Timo wears the shirt, like when I see him in the starting 11, I'm like, fuck. But right now I understand it. But when I see him in the starting, I'm like, fuck. But when I see him out there, I'm like, come on, baby. Come on. Go. And he did it. It was like, yes, Timo. Oh, I'm so happy for him. I'll tell you behind the scenes why it was actually like a much more special moment in that moment. I don't want to share live why it was, but it was very special. It was very special. And from that moment, I was like, we're going to win this. I feel it. But I'll tell you after this. Billy McCush says Werner. Very nice. Always love you too, Finn. Kulu, man of the match. Basuma, BDE for the goal clearance off the lines. That's a very good shout as well. Man of the match, Bentancur. I do want to say he played violent. I don't know if he hates City, but he played like they fucked his girlfriend or something.
Robust,
every time. That first half, he fucking kicked the dude in the chest, and they were like, gave him a warning. I said, fuck yeah. I would be pissed. I'd ask for a yellow if someone did that to you. But from the jump, he looked violent, and it really set the tone. So Bentancur is a very good shout. It deserves at least honorable mention for me as well, because from the offset, I was like, damn, he's playing violent. He does not like City, it seems, is how he was playing. Or he's saying, Ainge Postecoglou, I deserve to start in the Premier League again. I don't know.
I saw a lot of fighting out there, and I got that impression as well that, hey, maybe these guys out here that are fighting for their place a bit, which is what we want to see,
Yeah, I agree. Big up Daniel Skiskaluna. I don't know what Aaron Judge, he's the baseball player. That's right. He scored, for fuck's sake. He did score. He did score. He did score. That's why. And it was a bad boy goal. I ain't finishing that. All the motherfuckers talking shit on YouTube ain't finishing that.
Man. No way. That's like swoosh.
If I finish that, I'm looking around like, I just did it. I did it. You know, but he scores, man. Come on. What time is it, y'all? It's Timo time. It's Timo time. Does he deserve to start versus Villa based off that? If he's healthy, if he's fit?
Well, who else we got there at the moment?
Not a lot. No, my God, not a lot.
So it might
it's probably going to be Richie, if not.
Richie or Son. Son might not be
Mikey,
back, I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Was I having a DMT flashback, or was that Steve Bruce doing commentary on for Paramount? Oi, they're shit. They're always going to be shit. Everywhere not be shit.
Shitty old Crystal Palace dumped Villa out of the cup as well, didn't they? So, you know.
Yeah, they're so shitty, though. Everyone's shitty, bro. They're shitty. They're shitty. They're so shitty. Everyone's so shitty. Speaking of shitty, you have not been in the chat. Thank you so much for everyone who's been here. I'm going to end the poll now. 138 votes, so no reason we can't hit 100 likes on the show. And I doubt that we did, but, you know, fuck it. We ball. I stopped caring if I hit 100 likes on the stream or not. I stopped caring because you know what? I care more about the people in the chat. That's what I care most about. So thank you so much for everyone who was in the chat. Thank you so much to everyone who helped this channel grow. We are growing on the way to 5,600 and y'all continue to help that every day. So big up every single one of you. And again, don't let anyone tell you you can't be happy. Don't let anyone tell you you can't enjoy it, because you know what? At the end of the day, this is what they look like.
Oh, shit. That's the real soup. Let me see. Hell no. I'm talking.
Hell no. Hell no. It's a crackhead playing Superman. So
I thought it was like one of those weirdos you get on Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Strip there, because you get a few.
No, that looks more like Atlanta.
Right.
Crying in the corner, huh? Mind if I join you? No, go ahead.
Big up, Steve. Glad you found it as well. Big up, Ben Salah Yusuf. Love this channel. Love that you're here, my friend. And, you know, again, win, lose, or draw. I don't, like, someone was like, oh, no Crystal Palace match reaction. I said, well, I did a watch along. I reacted to the match during it and after.
And how about
the fuck you talking about?
How about you do
you running from the Palace match reaction?
How about it's your channel, Jacob? You do stuff whenever the fuck you feel like doing it. That's the simple way, isn't it? You know?
Oh, you mean like a grown adult doing and living my life. It's very interesting. But big up Paul every single time. Make sure you subscribe to the Hotspur Hippie. I'm putting it in the description of this video. And then also let me say thank you to the sponsors of tonight as well. Let me run through it real quick. We've got, starting with Donovan Ostraika, Bobby K, Bob Down Under, Benita Sotelo, THFC Till I Die, Ren, and Dermatron again. So nice he had to do it twice. Big up Dermot. Big up everybody who subscribed and supported the channel, not even financially, because your likes, your comments, all those help the channel as well.
Good stuff,
and you don't have to donate $1 to fucking help the channel grow. You just like and subscribe and share. Send the video to your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your neighbor, the milkman, the postman, the trash man, who you can. You can. The can. We can all dance the can. You know who can't, though? Pep Guardiola, because he got outsmarted by Ainge Postecoglou.
Send the channel to 2 people, and they send it to 2 people, and they send it to 2 people, and then you're off, aren't you?
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Multi-level marketing, I think.
Oh, MLM marketing. Yes.
There's a difference.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference there, isn't there? But anyway, folks, big up to you. Enjoy this victory. Don't let nobody tell you how not to feel, because again, saying to not enjoy a victory is a lot like this kid. He dunked on them hoes. Stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs.
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
What the fuck was that about, huh? What's up, you fat pig? What, you don't see where you're fucking going?
I wasn't even driving.
Don't shut the fuck up, you fucking